Today I'm going to be looking at a match I played in rank 24 a few weeks ago. So this is an interesting opening. There's a good monster density. Notably, there's 4 flyers in the area, 2 of them being liches, and I've got 2 rotisseries. So that's looking a little attractive already because, as we know, rotisserying flyers together is great fun. So anyway, yeah, I moved down. I'm trying to get the bats to kind of match up with the liches, and I do have this bat paired up with this lich, but I'm going to have to take a damage and activate this troggle to take advantage of it. But I noticed that if I do that, then I'm also going to have this bat move down right here, and if I rotisserie to kill the lich, this bat's going to end up here with smoky flavor. And so then if it moves before the troggle charges, then the troggle charges into a flame. So I decided it'd be worth the damage to kill the troggle and the lich. And so I could just kind of step back or maybe try and kill this trickster or something, but I noticed that this lich is now next to this vortex, and I still have another rotisserie, so I decided I might as well pop over there and use it. And then I step back, and stepping back gets this bat into this vortex and pulls this bat out in front of its own flame, and so I was able to burn it. And these 2 jellies just kind of happen to walk into my path of destruction. And then I decided to cap the whole thing off with the final 5-pointer by spending a flow. So now I'm about to get a little extra mileage off this flow due to the troggle that just happened to wander by. So yeah, that was a pretty amazing play, and I already have all of my spells back, so that was really awesome. Had tons of 5s, got 40 points now, and didn't suffer from it at all. So now yeah, just trying to progress a little bit. Foxy maybe being a little annoying. So I could walk over here and do a come at me flow to kill this giant, but that might be a little slow. I don't know, I may have, yeah, that would probably be a little slow. So I decided to step over here, and I probably didn't want to step on this power tile yet, but so I decided to step over here and do a little flow and scoot with the brute and the foxy, and then I wanted to take advantage of the Vargas being next to the shore. I didn't want to waste time trying to get him back next to the shore in a good position to knock him off. So I decided it'd be worth it to just go ahead and spin the dash, which I already have the dash back anyway. So yeah, I'd say it was worth it. All right. So here, I'm starting to get a little worried because there's a lot of power tiles here, but they're also guarded by this little glut of monsters. And it looks like I'm about to get a little cornered. I may have been able to play this better. I don't know, but yeah, I'm starting to get cornered. There's a bunch of monsters. And the last thing I ever want to do is get stuck behind a wall of monsters right before the next group of power tiles. I always want to try and use my spells to get through whatever monsters are blocking me from the next group of power tiles. You always want to make it to the next group of power tiles, and so that's why I'm getting worried. And then another reason to be worried is that we're at about the point where new monsters are going to start spawning in, and so those could really trap me. Like, if I had like a troggle or something spawn on top of these power tiles, and I have no spells, I might really end up being in trouble. So, see, this lich just spawned in here, which is kind of the thing I'm afraid of, but in this case it's not too bad because, you know, there's 3 power tiles to the left of the lich here, and the lich can't hurt you or stop you from progressing for a few turns at least. So it's not the worst that could have happened, but Maybe a little annoying. Maybe, yeah, maybe a little annoying. So now, I absolutely have to get to this group of power tiles. So I go ahead and take the damage from the rat. But then I make a very critical mistake. I should have flowed the rat right here and sank the lich, and then I could step to where I am now and push the lich, or push the rat across the flow into the water. And so I'm not sure why I didn't do that then, but now at this point I was also considering flowing to sink the lich, but for some reason I got it in my head that I wanted to rotisserie this Vargas into the water and then somehow dash out of the vortex from rotisserie to kill this lich, which I really didn't think that through, because that only really works when either the vortex is between, or the vortex is right in front of the lich, or the lich is right in front of you. So, and then, so yeah, that didn't really work out the way I had it working out in my head. And then also now I'm stuck. I'm stuck behind two liches and a curse kid, and I can't get to these power tiles. And so I definitely should have done that flow push earlier, and then I could have rotisseried the Vargas in on his own, and then I would have figured something else out for this lich on the corner here. But yeah, this was a really unfortunate sequence of moves. So I went ahead and did a little dash, or dash out of the vortex thing to kind of exploit that bumping bug, I guess it's a bug, and kill that lich. But that cost me two health, 2 barrier, and now I'm even worse off. It's gonna be even harder for me to get to these power tiles because I don't have any mobility spells anymore, and I've got these 3 monsters in the way, and another lich spawned down there, and a curse kid spawned down there. I don't know if you saw it. So things are starting to look really, really bad. At this point, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna make it. I'm not real sure what I'm contemplating here, but because it's pretty obvious that I'm gonna have to go on a run to the left here, which I end up doing. And so there's a good chance that I don't survive this run. There's a good chance this curse kid and the lich will be the death of me. But even if I do escape, I'll be in like the middle of nowhere, far away from most of the power tiles. Maybe there'll be like a group or 2 that I left behind, but most of them are gonna be far away and trapped behind hard monsters, or just being stood on by huge groups of hard monsters. So this is not a good situation. So right there I actually got kind of lucky because the lich moved up instead of down, and so I was able to move down the coast here and get enough power tiles to get some spells back. And so I was actually able to break out of this little chase sequence. But like I was saying, it's still not a good situation. Luckily, I do have a good set of spells, but again, I'm like, there's a lich. There are a couple power tiles here, but in order to get to any more, I'm gonna probably have to fight through some ridiculous crowds of hard monsters. So here I'm running low on my combo, so I spin a flow here to A, kill the Troggle with, but B, to also save some time. Now I should have probably pushed this curse kid, and then the Troggle would have been sure to step on the thin ice, but I guess I wanted to be extra fast, and so I didn't, and I was hoping the Troggle was going to step on the ice anyway, so I just stepped back. So that led to me losing 2 points because the Troggle kill was only worth 1 point. So if I would have pushed that curse kid, I'd probably have 2 more points than I do now. But anyway, just, you know, rotisserie this is a pretty good combo. Rotisserie the lich there into the vortex, and then get to use immediately use smoky flavor to burn the curse kit there. So I'm not sure why I made this move. I don't know why I woke the Vargas up. It just seems pretty, just pretty dumb to me now. And I'm not sure why I did it. I don't know. Maybe I was able to see this Troggle and I wanted to kill the Troggle and the Vargas at the same time or something. I don't know. But I'm probably worse off for it. Alright, so now I'm getting back. I finally made it to this group of power tiles again. But yeah, as there's a bunch of hard monsters here, as predicted. Now, that was probably a mistake what I did there. Because now I can't really get to any of the other power tiles because there's so many monsters in the area. I'll just die. And I can't use flow to freeze anyone in place and then get a power tile because then the power tile will be covered. So what I should have done is I probably should have stepped to this power tile here, and then the Vargas I pushed would have sank, and then I would have gotten Gale back, and then I probably would have been able to work out a Gale that would get me a couple of kills right in a row, and maybe the combo would be enough to propel me to the win. But no, I end up getting trapped, and yeah, 2 points from the victory. I needed 118 points, so those 2 points I lost earlier really mattered. So, but anyway, just a sort of lesson about getting trapped, getting stuck behind a group of hard monsters, unable to progress to the next group of power tiles. I think that's one of the most important things I need to work on these days is just being aware of situations that could lead to me getting trapped in the wasteland, basically. I always need to be trying to push through whatever's between me and the next group of power tiles and keep my momentum going. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed playing it, and I'll see you next time.